Hi, everybody. This is NFTCulture. I'm Nifty Mike. Today, I have some cool guests for you guys. I'm here with John and Marco from the NFTTrader.io team, and we're going to be here today talking about secure ways to trade your Nifties. So this is one of the most common things that kind of comes up to questions to me and Malachi and the other NFTCulture team. So I had previously done an article about secure trading a couple weeks back. It seems like it's been months now in the Nifty world. It was only probably a few weeks, but the article kind of covered a little bit about Nifty Trader, and we asked them some questions previously in writing. But definitely, it seems like people are hungry for more information about trading. So we got the actual guys from the team on the call today. So here today we have John and Marco. And John, I'll go ahead and hand it off to you to give you a little bit of give us some introduction.
Sure. Thanks, Mike. First I want to say thanks for having us, and you guys, congrats on your NFTCulture, the token sale. That's awesome.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we missed out on it, but we had a friend mint some for us,
Okay.
and plus we whitelisted your already.
I saw that.
Okay, so people could start trading them if they want to securely trading them. So yeah.
Awesome.
That's congrats again. My name is John. I handle the BD, marketing, basically everything else, operations, everything else besides the coding for NFT Trader. I've been in the space since 2017, and my background is actually in collectibles markets and fine arts. The reason I started entering this space because back in 2017 when CryptoKitties launched, it really piqued my interest, and I would say because I love gaming and I have some knowledge in this area, I wanted to support the growth of this industry. And also, so I created this media site called blockchaingamer.net to promote the new blockchain gaming products that are coming out that time. I worked with many game development teams during this till even up to now, exploring the space, helping create and plan things such as NFT drops, some in-game tokenomics and play-to-earn systems. But yeah, it's been a ride for sure of what the cycles have gone through in the gaming space, I would say, with NFTs. But in the end, I would say the great thing it's what's happened through this journey is I met and had the pleasure of connecting with many OGs that are in the NFT industry now, making strides today.
Awesome. Marco, what about you?
Yeah, so of course my name is Marco, and I'm a full stack developer, and I started to get involved in crypto in 2017, and my first NFT was of course a CryptoKitty. So I started to breed them and see how they work, and they look interesting. And later I tried almost. I tried to join each NFT collectible that I liked, and mainly the gaming NFTs. And then as a main job, as I said, I'm a full stack developer, and in my background experience, I worked for an international sport event, and generally I created, for example, the leaderboard near the pitch of the football pitch, or near the tatami for the event related to, for example, box or fight type of sports, so like box. And then I started to work on NFT Trader, I think 1 year ago, because we saw the need about the trading of NFTs. The first release was related, was pretty simple. We handled only NFTs, one NFT for another NFT, and then we started to build the whole protocol day by day.
Yeah, you guys actually have been in this space a long time for an actual service. I definitely have respected you guys for getting in. Like, I only really started to get into Nifties myself back in maybe September, October of 2020, and that was just as a collector. We have one guy on the team who owns a couple CryptoPunks. I think he got in probably 2019 or so. but yeah, you guys definitely have been in this space for quite a while, and so it's not surprising that you kind of identified this important need and have a solution out there. Um, can can you guys kind of give us and I'll just hand this off to um, whoever wants to take it. Can you give us an overview of just, what is NFTTrader and, what is its use case?
Yeah, sure. Uh, John, I could reply.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, sure.
You went first. Yeah.
When we started to build NFTTrader, we saw the need about the trading of NFTs because, as I've said, I started I have collected the NFT collection as an hobby, and then I met John of Discord. So when I met him, I saw in a game, in an NFT game, the needs of trading NFT because there was like a prize if you put together some NFTs from this collection. And when I started to look at a partner to get the pot of the collectible, there was an issue because I can't trust the counterpart. And so when I started to discuss with my counterpart in Discord DMs, I said to him, so who will send the asset? And I remember that Ethereum in that period was like $200, and for me it was a crazy amount. So I said, no, I will wait your asset into my wallet, then I will send it back. But of course, it was not. It was an issue. So that's also why we started to work on the platform. Basically, the platform right now is split into parts. There is a creator of the swap and the counterpart, of course. So you have to select your asset that you are going. The creator must fill the form on the website in which he have to put all the assets that are involved in the deal. Right now, we are handling each kind of standard. So we have NFTs, we have ERC20 token, we have ERC1155, so the multi-token, and also the Ethereum as the non-wrapped Ethereum and the wrapped Ethereum. So we handle almost everything. And the assets that are displayed right now on the platform are whitelisted by us for security reason. We know that could be possible to handle each NFTs, but for now we prefer to keep an eye on what we are going to trade. Not because we don't trust the users, but if we open the whole protocol to all the assets, we could create some scam risk on the platform that we are trying to avoid, of course. Mm-hmm. And so, as I said, the initiator have to add and then fill the form in adding all the assets that he wished to send to the counterpart, and also fill the counterpart assets. When the whole form is filled, he have to approve his assets, and at that point is very important because there is a transaction to pay once all the assets from the creator are approved, because those assets will go inside the secure smart contract that we have. So the owner will be the smart contract. At this point, there are a link is generated and could be dropped to the counterpart. And at this point, the creator of the assets could do some stuff like wait the counterpart that could fill and close the deal. And at this point, the swap happen, and you got the assets that you have requested, and the assets that are in the smart contract will move to the counterpart. Or you have to wait, and if the counterpart could be a scammer or he changes idea, you will be able to recover all the asset by canceling the deal. We generally have a flat fee on this kind of trade. And if the deal is not didn't happen, when the initiator cancel the deal, he will recover all the NFTs and also the fee. We are not charging the people on that because, of course, if the counterparty is a scammer, we could not know. So we prefer to refund also the fee to the other. And the counterpart steps is almost the same. So he have to approve the assets from the link because, as I've said, the initiator have shared the link to the counterpart, and then he opened the page, he have to approve the interested asset and pay the transaction.
So, sorry, Marco, if I could point out, so some of the questions that's been commonly asked from our, on the support is, so I'll just point them out in simple form. Only one person needs to create the deal, is which we call the initiator. So when that initiator creates the deal, he creates that secure link, which he sends to the counterparty. So not two people do not have to make the deal, just the one, and he sends the link to the other person. Second thing, they can cancel anytime. The initiator, he can cancel if he feels something is up, or he just feels something fake user or such. He can cancel that deal anytime through the My Trades page on our site. And then also, some people ask where, for the initiator, they ask like, where is my token going before it goes to the counterparty? That where it's going to is our trustless smart contract, and it represents the escrow. So it goes to our smart contract, which holds their tokens in place for security layer, and that doesn't move until the counterparty accepts that trade and it completes his end. So those are three things that are like, we've been asked that a lot.
Makes sense. Can you all kind of talk a little bit more about like the fees and the prices that are the costs that are involved, as far as like, you kind of sort of mentioned the fee a little bit, but can you kind of talk about like the gas fees and like who pays for those and that kind of thing?
Marco, do you want to go?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So as we said before, both sides have to pay those the approval and the transaction, and we have as I've said a flat fee that is 0.005 ether that is applied on both sides. And if the guys that are handling the deal have our own NFT in their wallet, they will not pay those flat fee, but only the gas right now. So of course, in these days, the volatility of Ethereum and also the gas price, because the blockchain, the Ethereum blockchain right now is overloaded, is a bit expensive right now. But that's also why we moved on Matic. I think that is from a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yes, John?
And no, and to add now again, when people see that there's a gas fee of like it's a suggested value of like, let's say $500 worth of ETH, that's just the max that's suggested. Usually what we're seeing at this time, like if people were to pay, it's about like say $70 to $100. So just keep in mind that for the users is that's just the max amount. It's usually never, you don't have to pay that amount. And also if they want to, they can in the settings lower the GUI for the fee. So then it just is the downfall is it's just a longer transaction, but it will still go through. So if that's another thing.
Okay. So is it 2 total transaction gas fees, or is it 4 total transactions?
Yeah. Okay. So right now the transactions are related to the number of the assets that are involved in the deal. So
Okay.
if we have to trade, for example, 2 NFTs, and they comes from the same collection, we have handled the single approval on each asset for security reason. We got also a pre-audit some weeks ago, but right now we have kept these because he's fine and he's secure. But for sure we will soon apply the approval for the assets. So a single transaction for the whole collection. Then this is already applied for the ERC-1155 token. And
Okay.
then there is, of course, a single transaction for open the deal and a single transaction for close the deal. So when when we have handled the approval for all, there will be 2 transactions per side.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I totally makes sense that there would be extra transactions depending on if it was multiple Nifties versus just one Nifty. So I think that's the part that I was missing in my head.
Yeah, we do want to add we will develop it to be a full just one shot all Nifties at one time. We just have the security layer right now to do each approval just in case, because we're just a smaller team, so we just want to be on the safer side of everything.
Yeah. No, I completely understand.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Don't want to mess up your reputation for sure. So that's that makes complete sense. So yes, I've done a sample transaction on there before. It worked really great for me, and
Great.
I usually always refer you guys as when people are asking, and no one's ever complained about it. So I think y'all are definitely doing a great job.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Yeah,
and
thanks,
valuable service. Obviously August has been really, really crazy. We did our drop, and the market's just been insane. OpenSea is setting a lot of huge records on volume.
Mm-hmm.
How has August been for you guys as far as trade volume goes?
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah, we're tired. We're excited. Like it's been nuts for sure. I think the biggest things for us is we've seen growth in both value and quantity of assets being moved. So like, I think the biggest one we've traded, the biggest trade so far has been a total of like approximately, if we would evaluate, 220 ETH, which was an X copy art piece for a CryptoPunk, and they added also 110 ETH to that trade. That was huge for us, and we were just so scared, right? It was like late at night for me. I was up at 2 a.m. and I was freaking out. Marco, like, we're DM each other.
I remember a night in which we got something like 110 Ether, and I went to sleep. And I think that each 15 minutes I turned off my phone and I scroll up. The deal is done. The deal is done.
I was going crazy.
So because it was a lot of it was a big deal. So, but now we are less worried. So,
do you have like alerts or something that alert you on the transaction size, or was it that the people just reached out to you to say like this better work?
Yeah,
that one, Marco, I think he might have known the guy, but they did DM us just to confirm with them their side too that like they're doing a huge trade. So we were scared, but
I got in touch with the guy that have done the deal with the CryptoPunk number 1000. That if I remember well, is the first punk that is not that were not in the developers punk. And in the number of in the token ID of the punks, and he traded it for an X copy NFT.
That's cool. Yeah, that would be exciting. Super nerve-wracking.
Yeah. And then
also because the first time that we got the swap, because we handle both the wrapped CryptoPunk that is a standard, but we in our smart contract when we have created it, we decided also to handle the original CryptoPunk smart contract. So we have handled also those. And when we have done, we got the first deal because I think that 2 weeks ago or maybe 3, we got a punk for a punk swap, and also this is like a validation because worked out. So
that's in terms of value. In terms of quantity, the biggest one was actually for us. The biggest trade was last week, and some user he traded 60 land assets from the Sandbox metaverse in one shot, and that for us too. We didn't. We tested I think around 50, but when that user did 60, that blew our mind too. We're excited for that also. It was nerve-wracking, but it did work out. And that user actually went through the approval process of every asset. So that was nice too to know that he would do that. For 60 items, right? So that was
maybe fun. He waited 3 days for all the approval. I don't know. But he also reached me after, and he was happy because everything worked out. So.
But
was that just for cash, or was that for assets? Or
it was only for cash. There was an amount of Ether. Yeah,
30 Ether.
Was close to 40 Ether.
Yeah.
Nice, that's awesome. So that's all still just paying that 0.005 flat fee. for those?
Yeah. No matter the quantity or the value, we always say it's the 0.005 ETH. That's it. That's all we're doing.
Nice.
Yeah.
It seems like that's a really good rate for all that all that probably concern and care that y'all put into the contract to be able to handle large transactions like that. That's really cool. So
yeah, sorry.
go ahead.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, last time we talked, we had kind of, when we talked as far as the written interview goes, we had talked about like some things like what's next on y'all's roadmap, and you guys had mentioned some gamification elements. We don't have all that much time left, so I wanted to kind of give y'all a chance to talk about the gamification stuff that I think you've put forward.
Sure. So, Mark, I'll go with this one. Yeah, like the Game of Trades, the first event we did with the Sandbox Metaverse, it's like a base for us. It's a stepping stone. We wanted to see what the reaction would be, how it would go. It turned out pretty good. Not as much as trades as we wanted, but I think it's just because people are getting familiar with our platform. We know that we're securing a lot of trades and huge trades now. That's the main thing. But our second key point or key goal is we're going to gamify everything. So we call it like, let's say, NBA Trade Machine meets Clash of Clans, and we want to just blow this thing up and have almost a play to earn model, and maybe add a token mechanism through the whole trading platform, and push this gaming aspect to the next level. Not just it's there to create engagement. We want to create more engagement. Offer our community value and I guess rewards through this system. We can't say too much, but it's all building out now. And then it starts off with our NFT Trader Squad NFTs. Those are the base also with the whole system, the gamification system. It will just set us apart. That's what we want. We know there's some competitors out there that offer the same securing trades. I think a lot of our users know that we can help with that, but to really offer something more and a bonus to our community and paying it forward, that's what we always want to do. Pay it forward. We're going to add this gamification whole system again, like NBA Trade Machine meets Clash of Clans. That's what we want.
Okay, tell me more about the trade squads. How exactly is that working? It looked like it said that it's going to allow for free trades at some point.
Oh yeah. So it is actually right now. So what if any owner that any person that owns one, the utility of it right now, just for now, but there will be more added, is that the 0.005 ETH trading fee is canceled out. So whenever they trade, they do not have to pay that. Just the gas. That's all they have to pay for that one. But again, that Trade Squad NFT is the base of our gamification. So there will be more utility offered with those down in the future.
Okay. What did you mean on the website when you were talking about batch swapping?
Batch swapping, sorry, we call it salad swaps now. It's more just like a full like we like to call salad. Marco came up with that. It's a good name. Okay. But just adding ERC 1155, ERC 20s, and just having them all together and swapping, between owners. So that's what we call them, as batch swaps.
Okay, so kind of like a many for many. Is it like a many for many situation?
Yeah, many for many, and maybe from a different DApp, so different collection of NFTs. And generally, we call those trades salad swap. I started as a joke, and then we kept,
actually that we called our company. Our name is Salad Labs. That's
okay.
I don't know. We just thought of that. We called it so it's Salad Labs.
Yeah, but we don't produce any salad or food for now.
Nice. Hey, you got to have fun with it, right?
Yeah.
So is there anything specific that you have to do extra to handle the different contracts, or is it kind of still fairly consistent from y'all's perspective? Is it just still relying on like the ERC 721 spec and the ERC 1155 spec, or is there like more considerations that you have to do beyond that?
Yeah, there is generally almost each DApp that is listed on an NFT trader is ERC 721 and the other standard compliant. So we could handle those easily. There are for now we can handle the ERC20 that have the rebases, but for now is okay. But in future we could handle these for sure. And on the ERC 721 side, there is a small diff. They are all compliant, but there are a small, except for the CryptoPunk, because they were like the OG and they are different. But generally, we have some ERC 721 that is listed. So if you choose that asset, they are loaded in the video. And in some cases, there is a function in the ERC 721 contract that is called token of owner by index that we use for list those assets, because right now we doesn't have any indexer and we are querying directly the EPFS or the backend that is working on each smart contract. So we are reaching directly the source. And sometimes this function is missing, so we ask to the user to insert directly the token ID that they are interested to handle. Then in those days we will probably release a new feature, so we could load more faster all those assets because we have implemented an indexer on our platform. So this will scale more for sure.
Okay. Well, we're getting close to time. Let me open the floor up for you guys if there's anything else you want to bring up before we end the call.
If I can just thank some people, like we thank our community of users, the board.
Oh no!
I think the term is like they're the blue chip of NFTs, and I think there's that term coming out, and yeah, we see that lots of their trades on average is like 20, always including 20 to 40 ETH. It's crazy. Like
was that Bored Ape Yacht Club you cut out for a second?
Yeah, Bored Ape Yacht Club.
Okay.
The community there. The Cybercode twins, they've been a lot of support for us on marketing. And you know what, even when we're not close to Gary Vee, but when we see him like pushing that, all the helping a lot and supporting a lot of those NFT projects, it's great. Like he's moving the space forward. It's awesome. So I'd like to thank all those and our users, of course, again. So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I totally second all of those for sure. I mean, they've done the same for us as they have for you guys. So yeah, that's great people to call out.
Yeah.
I think that NFTs are a new asset class, and they will stay here for sure in the future. So I think that at least a person should try to own an NFT, because it's just for learn. Also, is important. There are some cheap NFTs that you could try to get and then see how they work. I mean, we are not Visa; we could not start from a CryptoPunk, but it's totally possible to do so.
Yeah, there's so many hands involved now from many industries, like from athletes, like Des Bryant, musicians, Steve Aoki, whatever, like esports teams. FaZe, I see, is getting in there. We see this like a new movement in the digital world, and it's here to stay. I don't think it's any fad. And for projects that are just getting in, we say as a recommendation, give back to your community, and they'll stick with you, and it'll build your project. It'll help it grow, right? Add some utility to your NFTs. Don't just think of it like an image, PFP. Just go with it and give them something extra, and you'll see that community grow and support the project.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks very much for joining us. This is for people who kind of joined late. These are the guys from NFTTrader.io. You can get a hold of them at www.NFTTrader.io, of course. They're also on Discord. Their Twitter is at NFTTrader. They have a Medium too. If you didn't catch it earlier, if you take a look at trade squads, because it can help if you're a frequent trader, because it can really help you save on some trading fees, although the trading fees are already pretty low to begin with. So really no need to save too much there. But anyway, thanks guys. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate your time today.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Mike.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Awesome. All right. Talk to you guys later.
Yeah.